Today is the beginning of a new project, one that I have been looking forward to for a long time. Some of you know that I moved this summer, and that means that I had to leave behind my old feeding station for birds. It was an amazing spot, full of life, beautiful light and beautiful backgrounds, but it was simply too far away to maintain in a hectic everyday life. So today I'm starting over. New home, new forest, and hopefully a new place for bird photography. Over the last few weeks, I've been exploring my local area, walking through different forests, searching for a place that feels right. I even talked to the landowner who owns this forest right here, and he was incredibly helpful. He gave me full permission to choose a spot in his forest, and even joined me on a walk through the woods to help find possible locations. He knows this land much better than I do, so thanks to him I now have 3 potential locations in this forest. So in today's video I'm going to explore those 3 locations one more time, decide which one I want to use and start setting up. So I'm not just looking for a pretty place. A good spot for bird photography needs quite a few things. It needs good light during most of the day, a clean, soft background, natural perches and good foreground options. And also it needs to feel peaceful, a safe place for the birds. I'll also set up a trail camera later today so I can monitor the activity and see what species are already in the area. Alright, I'm in the first spot. So this is a beautiful area in the forest. It's quite cramped. There's a lot of trees, but there are a few openings that I think could work, which would give me a far enough distance to the background to create some beautiful photographs. The biggest pro here is that there are blueberry bushes on the ground, which create for beautiful foregrounds. So I was thinking if I establish here, I'll probably sit low so I can shoot through the blueberry bushes. And that should be amazing when you get the morning light from behind. So when I'm looking for a good spot, I'm looking for something like this. Like right here, there is fewer trees than on the left and the right side. So this is a sort of like a passage where I could place my hide here in the end. I could have some perches in the middle, and then it would give me enough distance to the background that you would get that blurred out background that you want. But backgrounds and foregrounds are not everything. You also need to take into consideration the direction of the light. And preferably in the winter, I would love to have morning light, because it gets dark so early that usually when I leave the office at work, it's already dark and there are no opportunities to take photos. So I would want to position myself so I have the morning light. That way I can photograph before heading off to work, and also I can use both the morning and the evening light in the weekends. Another thing that I really like about this forest is that there's a good mix of different kinds of trees here. You have birches, lots of pine trees, and that should create for some good opportunities to get different kinds of species. Before I decide on a spot, I'm going to look at my solar watch, which is an app that lets you see where and when the sun will rise and set. So the sun is rising this direction, at least now in October, and then it will set over here. That's cool. Green woodpecker. Nice, good sign. So the second spot is at the end of this marsh, and it looks like it has good potential as well, because I have the opportunity to shoot with the marsh as the background, but also I can turn around 180 degrees and get the forest in the background. And the biggest pro of being in a marsh like this is that there are no clutter to disturb my photographs. Really open, long distance to the background, which creates for some dreamy looking portraits and beautiful photos. The biggest con with this location is that it's a little bit further to walk and it's really wet. So it's a little bit more of a hassle to maintain and keep the feeders full of seeds at all times. Now you can see the spot. So I was thinking this corner right here looks really nice. So I think the biggest pro of this spot is that it's very open. So the chances of getting a raven to come and perch, or even a bird of prey, is a lot better, I think, because there's a lot more space and better, and the escape routes are more obvious to a shy bird like the sparrowhawk, for instance. I think there are also potential to get like roe deers and maybe even foxes and hares and stuff like that to come through this field right here, or this marsh. So a different kind of location definitely, but not a bad one. Walking down a gravel road and back to my car now, we're going to take a look at the last spot, which is kind of similar to the second spot, but it's a little bit smaller and there's some more trees. So this right here behind me is the third spot. The biggest pro here is that it's right next to the road, really easy to stop by and pop some seeds in the feeders, but also there are bigger chances of being disturbed here because there will be an occasional car or person walking by with the dogs and stuff like that, so maybe not the best spot. I think I've found the spot. So this right here looks amazing. It's pretty far out to the background, which is really good. The further out the background is, the more blurry it gets. So this is perfect. I've got trees on the right side, I've got trees on the left side, and I've got trees in the end, which are giving me a beautiful background. And the best thing about this spot is that it kind of goes downwards. So there's kind of a slope right here, which means, I haven't tested yet, but I think I should be able to sit in my chair in the height right here and still get the foreground, because from the middle and going out it's a little bit taller up in the terrain. So really nice spot, it's perfect. And I've got pine trees, birches, spruce, so this could even give me some good opportunities to get squirrels. Finally, I would love to photograph squirrels again, it's been a while. So I think I'll set up right here. I need to find a good way so I can hang the feeders more in the center of this wooden corridor that I've found. But for now, I've put them up on this pine tree right here It's a little bit rotten, so I don't know if the branches will hold, but we'll see. But the most important thing is that they are up and running, so the birds can find the area and I can move them the next time I'm here. I'm losing the light here, so I'm not going to spend any more time putting up the trail camera and stuff. I'll probably be back here tomorrow, so I'll just do the rest then. But the most important part is done. We've chosen a spot, we've put up the feeders, and now the birds can search for it. And here we are, a new day. And what a difference! The autumn colors are absolutely stunning at this location, and it already feels so full of potential. I've now mounted the camera, and from this point on it's all about patience. I'll keep refilling the feeders regularly, giving the birds and the squirrels time to discover this spot, and hopefully feel safe here over time. In a future episode I'll return, set up my hide and spend a full day here with the camera. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any ideas for what I could add and do differently at this site, please leave a comment below, and if you'd like to see more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.